Hello, hello, and welcome to Art Snack. Art Snack is that time of day when we take just a short break from a hectic schedule to talk about art. Hello, hello, and welcome to Art Snack. Art Snack is that time of day when we take just a short break from our hectic schedule to talk about art. My name is Jennylynd James. I'm an artist who enjoys painting in acrylic and letting my characters come alive on that canvas. I'm also the creator of the course, Succeeding as a Fine Artist, Guidance, Tips, and Strategies. You can find more information in the description box. This course is ideal to help the emerging artist make a living selling his or her art. So sign up today. And remember to hit the subscribe button so you can be alerted every time we interview another fascinating artist from around the world. With me today, all the way from Delaware, is Juliet Thorburn. Hello, Juliet.
Hi, Jennylynd. It's so nice to be here.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview with me on Art Snack.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
So, Juliet, please tell us a bit about your background as an artist. When did you know you loved to paint and draw?
Well, my maternal grandmother was an artist. She was my inspiration. And from the age of 4, I knew I wanted to be an artist because I wanted to be like her.
Yes.
She's also my namesake. My first name is Barbara. Her name was Barbara.
Okay.
And it took off from a very young age, and that was my focus.
Yes, yes. So what about going to art school? Tell us a bit about your art education.
Well, I started out doing commercial art. I studied in Florida. I thought that would be the way to earn a living as an artist.
Okay.
And I completed the course, but I found out that I was leaning more towards the fine arts and towards graphic design.
Right.
So a few years passed after working in the field of commercial art. I decided to continue my studies in painting and drawing in Florence, Italy.
Oh, excellent.
So there I learned painting and drawing in oils and watercolors, but my main focus was watercolor.
Watercolor, okay.
Following my grandmother's footsteps.
Yes, yes. And so you showed your work in Jamaica?
Yes, I had my first exhibition in Kingston at the Grosvenor Galleries, and that was in 1994.
Okay, excellent.
It was very successful.
Excellent. And so now tell us how you ended up in Delaware, because you were showing your work in Jamaica. What happened next?
Well, I met my husband in Jamaica. He happens to be half Jamaican.
Okay.
And he lives in Wilmington, Delaware. So we eventually got married and I moved here.
Okay.
And that was in 2008.
Okay.
So since then, I've been working on my art here, and I have participated in some shows.
Yes.
And then I eventually had my first solo exhibition in 2019.
Okay.
And that went very well.
Excellent. Now I'm curious to see some samples of your work. So can we see a few paintings?
Absolutely. Even though I first started out with watercolors, then I merged into oils. So I do both.
Okay.
This first piece, which is called Forest Enchantment, is an oil painting.
Yes.
And nature is my primary inspiration. So
right.
it's easy to say. I just looked outside one day where I was, and the scenery captured my imagination.
Okay.
So I decided to paint this one.
Beautiful.
Right.
And where is this forest?
Forest Enchantment.
Yes.
It was at a location just down the road from me here in Delaware.
Oh, in Delaware. Okay.
Yes. Sometimes, usually as an artist, I don't know if this happens to you, but my inspiration strikes me when I least expect it.
Yes, that's true. That's
so
true. And you just have to paint it.
Exactly. I just take my phone, take pictures, and then try to remember the feeling, do a sketch after, and then go from there.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Let's see another painting.
I did a series which I called my Mystical Madonnas. This is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I did them in different sizes, and this is oil and 22 karat gold leaf on wooden panel background.
On a wooden panel. Oh, beautiful.
And I used these figures of women in different shapes and forms, and a lot of color and vibrancy. Yes. And it was really to celebrate, you know, women and their strength and their power and that kind of thing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And a wooden panel. Lovely.
Yes. And then some years prior to that, I had worked on a series of fruits, vegetables, and spices from the Caribbean, mainly in Jamaica. So here are a few of them. This is a watercolor of coffee and leaves. So you can see the leaves, the coffee berries on the plant.
Yes.
And then we have here the avocado pear.
Yes.
Which in Jamaica is absolutely delicious.
Of course.
Everybody loves it.
Yes.
And then also mangoes. This is a Bombay mango, and this was part of the series as well.
Yes, excellent.
And these are all in watercolor.
Right.
Then when I got to Delaware, I did a series on historic Jamaican churches. Yes. So I painted about 15 churches, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Here is one of them.
Yes.
This one is St. Peter's Anglican Church, Port Royal, outside of Kingston. And because the beauty of the church and its history really, I had to paint it. Right. It. So that's where this one comes from.
Yes. I think Port Royal some years ago.
And they've done a lot with it now. It's being developed and that kind of thing.
Right.
And then finally, I have a view of what our back garden used to look like. Of course, these trees fell, but this is called Zen View. It's painted at this time of year in the fall, it's in oil, and it's quite a sizable piece. Yes. So it's my spin on the view I saw. This is how I interpreted it.
Right. So figurative vowel.
I call it magical realism.
Okay.
Kind of style.
Realism. I like that.
Yes.
And so how long did it take you to paint this piece? When you work on a piece, would you just continuously work on it, or you do several pieces at a time?
It depends. Sometimes I do one at a time, and then other times I am moving back and forth between my pieces.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for sharing your work with us today. Now, do you have any exhibitions coming up or other art projects you'd like to tell us about?
Well, I'm going to be launching a new website soon, but apart from that, I don't have any upcoming exhibitions right now, but I have my book. This is the book, That painting I showed you of
Yes.
St. Peter's Port Royal is in this book, and
Yes.
this is my self-published book, a watercolor tribute to historic Jamaican churches.
Yes.
And it's full of the actual paintings of the churches. Here's one of them. This is the Cathedral of St. Diego de la Vega, and there is history and also photographs
of
the
each
churches,
church. Okay.
church inside. It's really interesting. It's very comprehensive, and it's a great coffee table book to have.
Yes, yes. So how can viewers get a copy of this book?
Well, you can buy it on my website, which is www.julietthorburn.com. That's JulietThorburn.com.
Excellent. And so tell me now, the original paintings for these churches, do you still have them, or have they been sold?
I have most of them still.
Okay.
I have sold a few, and I also made reproductions of them, limited edition.
Okay, limited edition prints. Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
we can also get those through the website.
Through the website, everything's available on my website. Yes.
Excellent. And what other social media can the viewers check to see more examples of your work?
Absolutely. I'm on Facebook at Juliet Thorburn Art.
Yes.
And I'm on Instagram as Juliet Thorburn. Yes. And I'm on Pinterest as Juliet Thorburn.
Excellent. So I'll put this information here on the screen. The viewers can also see some of my work at JennylyndJames.pixels.com and on Instagram and Facebook at Art by Jennylynd James. That's Art by Jennylynd James. I encourage emerging artists to sign up for my course, Succeeding as a Fine Artist, Guidance, Tips, and Strategies. The link is in the description box. And remember, please hit that subscribe button so you can be alerted every time we interview another fascinating artist from around the world. Thank you so much again, Juliet.
Oh, thank you too. It was great fun talking to you.
Okay, that's all for today. Bye now.
Bye-bye.